All right, girly. Just waking up. Son of a. Get your stuff off of my feeding table! When? I love you too. Get your stuff off of my feeding table. All right. All right. Oh, yes. We are indeed ready. Belle, if she'll eat. Got it. It's the first time I've had to actually go and seek her out to feed her. All right. All right. All right. A.
What is she doing?
She is still super food aggressive. Turn around. Go eat your rat. She's gonna be a cunt. There's nothing to hunt. Oh, she begs to differ. There she goes. I can breathe easy now. And I can curl the 45s 9 times now. Yeah. Do you remember what my deal is going up to 50?
Told me, but I don't remember.
It is 10 times 2 sets.
Okay.
So 20 times before I even think about going upward. Oh my heavens. This is Belle. Belle is a firefly morph ball python. She has taken her prey. Woo! Child, calm down. I'm dealing with the tarantulas in the background. She's where her water usually goes. So once she goes and heads back inside of her
Wait, she
den.
hasn't pulled it into her den yet?
No, I had to remove her whole water dish just so that she could eat that. There we go. Ball pythons are probably the easiest reptiles you can own Don't you be looking at me like I'm food, child. Turn around.
Wow, you're tasty.
Honey, you are not helping things. Girl. First of all, I'd like to see a bitch try. I am
Okay.
5 foot. I am 5 foot away from your enclosure. If you can hit me from there, I'll let you tag me. I'll let you tag me. That's what I thought. Good luck trying to. This is gonna sound horrible. Good luck trying to swallow a man that weighs 286 pounds. Honey, don't you dare follow up with anything. Don't you dare.
Well, how'd you know I was gonna say something?
Because you are terrible.
Well, you fit in my mouth just fine.
Oh, my Lanta. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why this is not a kid-friendly live stream. I got my wife in the background popping off about things that kids ought not hear.
Love you.
Love you too, sweetie. Okay. Now we are slowly moving the tarantulas and whatnot out of the way, off of the cage that belongs to Mochi, because Mochi is going to be the next snake that we feed. He is a leucistic ball python. Girl, come on now. It's going to be one of those days. Come on, Mochi. It's feeding day. As I stated before, this is Belle. Belle is a firefly morph ball python. They make for wonderful pets. A lot of people think that snakes are just the worst. This snake has a better demeanor than most chihuahuas. Let's put it that way. She is merely food aggressive. Most other cases, she can be handled quite easily. Right now, I've given her a rat, so her instinct to go after anything with a heat source is, well, it's at play right in this moment. And she's trying to find its face. You're doing all right. Come on, girlie. That's the tail. Oh, she's pulling a Mochi. It's because the face is a dark color and the rest of the body is light. For some reason, ball pythons have a hard time visualizing dark colored prey as a food source. That's the tail. Oh my god.
Sounds like she's getting herself a piece of tail.
That is not an appropriate joke. Wait, we're adults. That is an exactly appropriate joke. Come on, girl. You're literally on top of your prey. Oh, shoot.
What?
The work clothes out of the car.
You can grab them tomorrow. You have 2 or 3 sets in there right now.
Alright.
Actually, you have 3.
That is at least the body. That is at least the body. You have at least found the bigger portion of the animal. Bravo, little one. My little death noodle, you're doing it. So we have done 1 set of 9, 1 set of 8, 17. We do 8 more, that'd be 25.
You're on YouTube, right?
Yeah. I've been getting a pretty decent amount of people coming and going. That's the ass. But at least you're at the body. Okay, so I've taken care of these spiders. Ooh, it's almost 78 degrees in here. All right. Ooh. Ooh, heavens.
Did she try to knock it out against the glass?
I don't know. It's either she's trying to knock it out or she's trying to knock herself out. Don't let go of it.
Why? She can't swallow it from the middle.
Don't you be coming up on me. You just mind your P's and Q's, girl. Huh? Oh, heavens. Oh, not much. Just trying to get her to go and eat her food.
Who's 8-legged cat?
8-legged cat, I believe, is somebody that I've gotten into contact with on TikTok, or was it on YouTube? It definitely... Oh, okay, here we go. Now, you can... She is big enough to swallow that rat ass backwards. That is not what we're looking for. She's by the face. Little too far. Little too far. For fuck's sake. I'm gonna lose faith in my animals. Alright. Well, if y'all aren't too invested, move. Move! Jesus fucking.
There he is.
Come on. Come on. Holy shit! Well, I think I know. What's your original TikTok name was You Don't Know Me, right?
Oh, I remember that guy.
Yeah, we remember you well. You are actually somebody that frequented our TikTok page during our live streams, and I really do appreciate you showing up because it's good to see some of my old... Do I call you guys fans? My old viewers. I'm going to call you viewers. Because I don't like the idea of fans. Viewers. We got Mochi eating. We got Belle eating. If we can get little guy eating tonight, oh my god. I can go to bed happy. Look at this critter. Oh. Okay, maybe not that close. There's a little bit of dirt built up on the sides here from the last time I cleaned it. So this is basically what my live stream on TikTok was all about, taking care of my animals. The reason why I moved to YouTube and started gaining notoriety here is because the people on TikTok constantly bugging out and reporting my page for stuff that has nothing to do with the content. For starters, we don't feed live animals to live animals here unless it's insects to arachnids or other invertebrates. For our snakes, it is strictly frozen thawed because our snakes have been too special in the past. This one especially. I've also gotten my TikTok taken down for expressing my disdain for one of my snakes and using a word that rhymes with departed. Yeah, that one was a fun one. Recently, it's been people trying to report my stuff for tobacco use, despite the fact that the only thing close to tobacco here is dirt. That's literally the only thing that looks like tobacco. Oh, guys, while he is busy here, she has got it by the head. Phrasing. I had to pull her water dish out to feed her. So, in the background, I have been doing dumbbell curls. I'm going to be working on my third set here in a moment. I've also been watering tarantulas. Kind of hard to do everything at once, especially with Belle right there, whom you're watching, honing in on every heat source in the room. So every time I move past her cage, she goes in for a strike. Little turd. But at least she's finally swallowing it by the face. guys do it. By the way, I will be on every night. So if you want to follow somebody with a little bit of consistency, I am right here. Folks, I'm not going anywhere. I take care of animals. I might get into politics. Might share my poetry. Who knows? Okay, guys, stop. It's bad enough that we humans are walking by, thumping around. You dogs smell like pure predator. Hey, Oliver, into the living room now. Go on. Go on. TikTok. I guess I got bored because it felt so fake after a while, so I started a YouTube channel, but some of my videos are unwatchable. Well, hold on. Pin, report, remove, hide. Okay, so follow me, and I will try to find you and follow you back. Eight-legged cat. I gotta find him on YouTube. What are you doing?
I want to go that way. I was trying to go this way. Sorry.
I'm trying not to disturb her too much. You can kind of see the camera shaking back and forth. Mochi's got it by the face!
Don't scare him. He'll let it go.
Yeah, no. I'm still on TikTok a little bit, but my live stream is going to be here with all my animals. We feed our snakes every 2 weeks. Look at her go. God, I gotta go wipe out the inside of that cage. Or is it the outside? Has somebody been around here sneezing? Fuck. Ugh. Come on, kiddo. And stop smudging up your glass. Jesus Christ, it looks like a crime scene in there. I do like that her... Now you spend all your time on here now. I'm also trolling on Threads. Yeah. Or at least being a good neighbor. It's one or the other. I'm either really nice on Threads or I'm a dick. There's like no in between with me. I have to admit, there's no in between. I'm either a nice guy or an asshole. I can be an asshole to an asshole too. That's real interesting. Come across somebody that's just absolutely abrasive and you're like, you know what would really make me feel better about my own life? Making them just slightly more abrasive than they were before. That's a good girl. Oh, I wish you guys could really see the yellow in her eyes. Such a good. Yeah, Threads is kind of like the Twitter version of Instagram. As a matter of fact, in most cases, it connects directly with your Instagram, which is very, very annoying. Because you will have to deal with all them spam bots getting into your Instagram Messenger. Alright. Let's get this one back over here. Wolf, I mean, Oliver, no. Yeah. When it comes to that electrical fire in the background looking bullshit, you didn't see anything. Talking about the strip right there. Alright, she is finally going into her den, which means I can put her water dish back. Now, let's see if I can zoom in. You guys aren't going to be able to see his face unless he moves. But, there you go. Again, for those who are new here, I will admit wholeheartedly that my lives are usually not this interesting. Okay? It's usually me taking care of the arachnids. And that's like spraying and talking about just general care. However, once every 2 weeks, we get going with the snake feeding. And this is what it looks like. Could you move a little faster? Oh my God. She's driving me nuts. Are you going to drag it down into your den? Sir? Sir, don't be a douche canoe. Okay, here we go. He's just moving it so they can swallow it. Hopefully the hole is big enough that after he swallows this, he can drag his body in. If not, he's going to have to pull the rest of his body out just to swallow this.
You had to specially word that, didn't you?
Oh, right.
So I couldn't come up with a good response.
Oh, look at him go. I think he should be able to get the whole thing in there. Phrasing. Am I a terrible human being?
No.
Possibly, but this is an adult-themed activity here, folks. I specifically...
Oh, you see Pet Plus is on?
Yes? What up, Pet Plus? We are feeding our snakes. We are going to go and feed little guy here in a second if he will eat. His cage is a little dry, and that's why I'm a little worried. But before we do that, I want this little one to finish eating, and I want to go and spritz down the arachnids. Of course, I'm not going to take you away from the awe-inspiring view that you have before you right now. I checked. I was already subscribed to you, my guy. Everybody seems to be doing fine. We have absolutely no losses that we know of. We have 2 gains. Two snakes have eaten.
Do you still think she has an egg sac?
No, she stopped hiding over the top of it. The Balfouri started acting in an unusual manner. The female went and hid herself inside of one of the hides, webbed off the entrances. She moved the dirt into a pile inside the hide, but then she left it, which indicates that whatever she had going was not her laying eggs. It might be her preparing to lay eggs, but we have yet to see anything come of it. Now, let's start taking some of these. I already watered some of the critters. I figured that since you guys were watching the snake feed, you wouldn't want me to take your eyes off of the show. And it is a show. Look at him go.
So, hun.
What?
You still good with the roasted potatoes tomorrow and pork steak?
Sure.
Or do you want something else to go with it?
No, roasted potatoes is fine. Oh, hey, she ate one of the crickets. You want to know how you can tell when your scorpion is eating a cricket? It's really really underwhelming, I gotta say. First, I'm gonna let him do his thing right here. Look at that. His skin is almost so transparent. You can see the rat's coloration through it right here. That is wild. Monkey, I need a place to put the stuff. And you're on the place where I put the stuff.
I don't think it'll fit.
Would you want me to put it on that table?
Didn't think that big.
I apologize, Josh. Well, no, I'm not gonna be happy about it.
Well, I know, but it just sounded like, I don't know. Tyler says something that really rubs me the wrong way. He's saying,
I gotta water these plants tonight.
It's kind of our time to go. And to me,
Alright.
that's just like a really defeatist attitude.
Obviously, we don't agree right now. And yes, I'm frustrated with myself.
Are you fucking serious?
Whew.
How are your shorts, honey?
Good thing I didn't see the bathroom.
Wolf, move. Answering the door with a knife in hand. That's how you want to do it. They're just kids passing the door. You are the world's worst tattletale. The worst tattletale. God forbid teenagers exist in this world. Oh, he finished that.
Can he fit back in the hole?
Yeah, you can. You're fine. You are A-okay, child. Good gravy. Freaking. Oh yeah, Pet Plus has got the best channel. No doubt, it's gonna be better than mine. It is better than mine.
He posts more than you, at least on TikTok.
He freaking has this awesome iguana in his collection that makes the one that we owned back in the day look like.
Looking for more?
Is who looking for more?
Poochie.
He better fucking not be. That was a decent sized rat. Alright, so let's go over how we can tell when the scorpion has eaten a meal. Since the snakes have eaten their meals. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's zoom out. There's how you can tell when a scorpion has eaten its meal. It leaves behind trophies. Legs, sometimes the heads, never the abdomens, because the abdomens have the...
The head's the tasty part.
Oh, honey, no. Honey, no, don't say that on camera.
I'm not on camera, you are.
Alright, so this is an Asian forest scorpion. She's a little chunky. We're hoping for babies in the future. She's taking her sweet time.
Messy eaters, yes, they are.
Oh, yeah, they are messy eaters. Now, her soil is already fairly moist. We're just going to go over it briefly, fill up her water, a little bit of a sprinkle, a light rain if you would. Just enough to keep her humidity up because she is a tropical old species. The fun fact, or I guess you'd call it a fun fact, at least when it comes to this variety of scorpion, the roles between scorpion and tarantula are reversed. You see, New World tarantulas typically have mild venom, whilst Old World tarantulas have potent venom. New World scorpions tend to have a knack for putting people in the hospital, if not killing them. Old World scorpions, at least this variety, has a venom that can be comparable to a bee sting. Oh yeah, I don't blame you. Pet Plus and I share a similarity in our regular jobs, and it gets busier as the temps get warmer. Let's just say people are crazy, and the warmer they get, the crazier they get. Alright, girl. Come on.
No, I found out this is going to be too big for somebody. Should I give it to him now, honey?
You can always wait for her to get big enough.
It's not good. I mean, we're not going to keep track of it that long. It's dogwood, so it's not like there's any stuff.
Alright. So this is Elaciadora parabana. She is one of three tarantulas that I actually know the scientific names for that I own. I know it's typically not deemed acceptable to know so little, but in my defense, when I learned what the scientific name was for Brazilian blue tarantulas, they changed it on me. So I'm not in a big hurry. I still feel like I was duped. Where did I put that flashlight? This critter is one of the New World species tarantulas, which means she has urticating hairs. What are you... Oh, you're giving him one of the...
It's dogwood, so it's...
What the fluff? Where did my... Oh my god. Alright, we're going to have to do this without direct light on it.
Did you lose your flashlight again?
So this critter needs to have a humid environment. It is a tropical terrestrial species. When they're younger, they do prefer... They have nasty hairs. Yes, they have urticating hairs. You see that abdomen right there? Here, let's get in nice and close. She doesn't typically throw them, so I'm not too worried about it. See that abdomen? All those hairs? Those are urticating hairs. They will toss them into the air in order to convince, persuade, if you will, anything that might be a predator that it needn't stick around. She, ever since she became an adult, or was one molt away from being an adult, kind of slowed her roll when it comes to having an attitude. So, for the last 2 molts, I'd say she's had all of her urticating hairs. Which tells you something about the individuals that want to tell you that tarantulas typically lose their urticating hairs prior to a molt. That is not necessarily the case. Most of the time, at least in my opinion, and it is an opinion because I am not considered to be a professional, I am just an enthusiast, tarantulas lose their urticating hairs because of stressful situations. Cage getting jostled more than the tarantula would like, people trying to hold the tarantula more than they should, improper conditions in the tarantula's cage. Now, if you're wondering why this critter does not have a hide, she opted to let false widow spiders move in. So she lost that. Typically speaking, this species...
I'm torturing Oliver.
Don't torture him, he'll get into the box.
He can't when it's up there. Oh, this is the one I'm torturing him the most with.
Don't.
Or this.
Alright.
Honey.
Anyway. We're getting ready for our puppy. I am learning to keep the floor a little bit more maintained. Anyway. She was letting animals move into her hide, so I took her hide out. Typically speaking, when they age out, when they become adults, they don't use their hides, like, at all. They like to be above ground. This is primarily when they are kept in captivity. Out in the wild, they will be living down in burrows. However, if you keep your tarantulas like I do, you give them enough shade, enough darkness, they feel right at home. There is very little to make them feel threatened, and that is exactly what you want from your tarantulas. You want them to keep all of their urticating hairs. Yeah, thank you, Pet Plus. I appreciate it. I will. It's the same as it was on TikTok. It will take time, but eventually I will draw in more viewers, more people that want to have a. What would? For fuck's sake!
Hey, did you just find your flashlight?
I swear to God, woman,
Man,
fucking smartass.
I thought I heard the flashlight. Oh, I did. Ah.
Whew. My wife is by far like my biggest fan. At least I think she is. She did let me put a ring on it, so I would say no. That's right. My wife accepted my proposal despite the fact that I proposed with a ring pop. She's the one. Okay? And if I have anything to say about it, by the time I'm done exercising and figuring out how to properly diet, she's going to have a man with a goddamn six-pack. Or a dead man. One or the other. Because that's the way this is going to play out.
Really?
It's a joke. We can do dark humor on here, right? It's adult content. That's the only way I can get comments on here, by the way.
You are arm candy.
Did I? Just to be sure, I'm going to go in Mr. Cage. Pretty sure I already did. There we go. Yeah, I did. I just saw the water droplets on the little cricket. All right. Now, let's see if we can get little guy to eat his food. Little guy is by far one of our most finicky eaters. Why? Well, because he's an adult. So his feeding behavior tends to be a little bit sporadic. Not exactly happy about it, but it's something I've had to get used to over the years. Almost anything goes. I love YouTube. Who knows? Maybe one of these days I'll go shirtless. My wife's glaring at me. God, I still don't know what those are used for. Not for my coat. God, Hiram, you dummy. Okay.
The bacon smothered in the pancake batter.
Tomorrow, maybe.
When?
I don't know. For my BPs, I keep a damp towel covering 2/3 of the tank lids. Keeps humidity stable. But it takes a lot of towels because I use new ones every 1 to 2 days. Sometimes when you offer food to a snake, don't dangle it in its face. It'll take it as a threat and won't attack it. Just put it away from it, let it hunt it. We'll give that a try. Let it warm up a little bit first.
I put shrimp and sweet potato in half of them, and sausage and corn in the other half. To make them just a little bit sweeter, I use the trivia.
The other two snakes took it so well. Just snatched that.
Thank you.
Shannon, how do you think our chefs did today?
Okay.
It's an amazing display of creativity. They put me in the mood for the holidays.
Who maybe missed the mark here?
Part with too many different ficus was very inventive, but just
All right.
the dry side, the taco.
Hopefully that water disperses a little bit. Might take some time.
Some of your favorites.
I still have to go and take care of some of the tarantulas, so we'll go and do that real quick while that... Oh yeah, I do. Taking care of that critter. This critter, as you can see, her humidity is already fairly high. We're going to go and spray further in the back. We're actually going to gently, because we don't know if she's actively molting or not. Gently. Pull that back. You don't want to shake the tank too much. We've had plenty of experience when it comes to dealing with pre-molt and post-molt, active molt tarantulas. The thing that you've got to worry about is the sudden jarring or the tapping on the cage. That will set your tarantula off and possibly cause it to die during the molting process. So if you've got to move the cage, if you've got to, slow and steady. There we go. Slow and steady. Any sudden movements can set it off. She left! Well, this is what appears to be an empty Balfouri cage. They are probably in that hide right there. Gosh darn it. They at least have water. Gave them water yesterday. We have Mochi. This is one of our male Brazilian blue tarantulas. We have 2 of those. This... shit. Me being a klutz, luckily it's not molting right now, because that could have easily killed the tarantula. No. Fucking... Well, he is hiding now because I've traumatized him for the next 3 or 4 days. But our Harpictera pulchripe sling is in this container right here. And I am actively an idiot. Cover half their enclosure so they can do it peacefully. Not sure if it helps, but it can't hurt. Our cages are primarily in a dark room to begin with. This is generally what they look like throughout the day. Okay, maybe not this dark, but they don't have much in the way of direct light on them. They're always tucked away, shrouded in the blankets around them. It keeps them from being feeling too threatened. It also makes it so that the dogs can't get too close to the cages. If you might have been here earlier, if you were here earlier, you might have heard me telling the dogs to get away from the snake cages, because the dogs smell like straight up predators. And guess what? That cannot make it easy for the snake to eat. Everything smells like a predator to a tarantula, so there is no getting away from that. At least when it comes to humans, snake understand that we don't really mean them harm. Some say they don't hate nor like our presence, they just accept our presence, and I can live with that. Hurts my feelings that they might not have emotions, but again, I have emotions, so they don't have to deal with that. Alright. Now, for weightlifting, I don't have 45-pound dumbbells. I do not. What I do have is potential property damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. We have a bench press 45-pound weight here. 1, 2,
It's funny, me and Stefan ended up being friends after watching him on this season. I didn't know he was douchey and after getting to know Stefan really well, he's one of my top friends in the house for sure.
Building up muscle mass can actually help you burn calories in the long run because it increases your passive calorie burning the more muscle mass you have. So that's what we're gunning for. We are reducing, at least I am reducing my calorie intake, and I am increasing my mass. And hopefully they don't contradict with each other, because I really don't need a hospital visit. Now, that fucking rat should be good to go. Here we go. Okay. Oh. Come on. Maybe if I actually just, tilted it back like this, I wouldn't have to deal with it. Now, here we are. Let's try this again.
So I'm making a rice pork dish. What you doing, Josh? I'm gonna roast some pork shoulders, do a little succotash with it. Right now I'm just getting a hard sear on the pork. Throw it in the oven, roast it off. I want to redeem myself with pork. Obviously, the last one was not a success. I'm hoping that this one will be. Hey, let's go. Over there. Over there. Please don't put your stomach thing right now. I think we're all feeling a little confident. Everybody wants that car. Not who wants it, it's who's going to win it.
That body heat should be good enough. Come on.
Desire to taste Seattle again, I think of ocean. So I'm thinking clam chowder. Can I have potatoes if it's chowder? And I worked for Rick Mooney, world famous seafood chef. He made the best clam chowder I've ever tasted. Rick taught me how to make that.
25 minutes.
Guys, he might not be interested.
I'm just kidding.
Come on.
Plastic or something. That's not me.
Like this. 2 minutes. Okay, I'm taking the plastic out. I know, hurry up.
He just might be interested in what's moving around in his cage. Come on.
We arrive at Chihuly Garden and Glass.
Yeah, see this? This is not typical. When I went and confronted the doctor about it, the doctor said, well, it was a veterinarian, but the veterinarian goes, well, does he look like he's starving? And I said, well, no. And he's like, well, then just leave him be. He will start eating eventually. And he did start eating eventually. That and the fact that we can't stay up all night to get this guy to try to eat.
49:40.
It's already 9:40 where we're at. And I've got to get up early to go and deal with people in the morning.
We're gonna have to get up earlier on.
Early.
Where are you going?
Oliver!
You just whined because you wanted out.
Alright. Move.
Excuse me.
Oliver!
Outside.
Shit. What is going on out there? Yeah. Our dog's being dumb. Well, he might actually be being smart, but we think he's being dumb. And we still have one more animal to take care of. Or one more cluster of an animal Really. Alright, there we go. What did he do?
He took off running around the corner.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is but one animal left, one group of animals left. God damn. I was about to say, damn woman, what did I do to you?
Made me take the asshole out.
No, he made you take him out. Alright, so these guys I fed some rose petals to yesterday. We are very fortunate to have those. You guys okay? Everybody okay? Everybody's alive and just chilling on the surface?
I think that Oliver's problem was he wanted to get that dogwood away from him. It's barbecue instead flavored. That thing stinks.
Yeah, that's the problem with not rodents, but roaches. So, let's do some schoolwork here. Come on, where is that guy right there? That is a male, has a white dot. That is also a male. The difference, that is a male orange head, and this skinny little bugger right here with the wings is a male dubia. The female dubia has this intricate patterning right here. What?
I need you to
No!
I need to pee.
Ah!
Thank you. Why don't you-
The female orange heads also have wings. However, they do not have the distinctive white dot. It's a good way to tell the difference between males and females. We have been raising these critters as feeders for some time. The grayish looking younger roaches, these guys right here, these are juvenile dubias. And these, come here. You're okay. Hey, you're fine. You're okay. These are juvenile orange-head roaches. The beautiful thing about these critters is that they cannot reproduce in temperatures under around 85, maybe 80 degrees, but that's pushing it. That is, in fact, pushing it. Now, what we do to feed them, for most days, that is, we will take some of these fish flakes, but first, where's the spritz bottle?
Oh, behind, right there.
All right. But first, go like this. We've also started incorporating a kind of a water dish scenario where the water dish is tilted forward so that if an animal goes to use it, they cannot necessarily drown as easily. It's because you can't always guarantee that they will have water condensation on the sides of the tub to lick off. Drink off, I don't know exactly what you'd want to call it. Get out of there! Flip over. Oh my god. Darn it, Darlene! There we go. We will mist a little bit more on the sides just in case. Give them a little something to drink. When I opened the top on this puppy, that humidity was pretty fucking intense. So we're not going to go and give them too much more than what we've already given them. That is a good way to wind up losing a good portion of the animals. You never want to stress them out via their environment. So we are going to give them a bunch of fish flakes. I'm going to reach into my dog food, grab a fistful of dog food and toss it in there too, because they seem to like that. And tomorrow we'll probably go out and clip off some more roses, throw some petals in there, make it good and fancy for them. We can trust our roses. Oh, come on. Just going to dump that out and refill it. We can trust our roses to be untainted because we do not actually treat our roses with anything. We have some decent test subjects. Some deer have been coming through and trimming our plants to the bare stem. Good indicator that there's nothing too harmful on those. Can't really blame the deer for wanting to have good food. You can smell those roses from up on our porch. Practically from down the street, really. So, there's still a cricket. Like, I keep taking the crickets out of there, and I keep finding crickets. This time the cricket was almost full grown. Like, how? Look at these holes. Look at these holes. Look at how tiny they are. They're so small that not even a baby dubia or orange head should be able to get through that. But yet, I am finding adult crickets in my damn roach cage. All right, Oliver. Move. We're going to let that cage kind of dry out a little bit. We only gave it a portion of what we usually do. Should I do one more set? If you want to. All right. What? Out the porch.
Yeah, but nothing shut off the camera.
All right. So, one of the things that we focus on here now is gas.
Wolf, how
One.
dare you?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoop.
Oliver!
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. There we go. Whew. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. And remember, I better not see you on the news unless it's good news. Catch you later, Pet Plus, 8-legged cat.